We're going to do a song that reminds me of my parents, and I think tomorrow would have been their wedding anniversary, I think. She's brought it up the other day. I know it's the first week of April. I think it's tomorrow. And they divorced in, I think it was like 78, 79. And then about the last 18 months, he was alive. They would talk just about every day. He talked to her more than he talked to me. But I think it had been 55 years tomorrow. He had remarried. He was in his third marriage when he passed. Mom had got remarried one other time, and that was it. So imagine what things would have been like if they'd... I can't even imagine what things would have been like if they'd stayed together. I told her when she brought that up today, I said, I really don't know what y'all saw in each other. They're very different. Very different. And I mean, there's different that you get along well and all. Not to say opposites attract, but this was just a little bit more different than that. I don't know what they got along in. I guess fussing. All right, but this is for them. Because Mama loved the ground that man walked on. I see him as he wakens in the morning. He reaches out his hand, and without a word, as his fingers softly fall upon my face, he lights the flame of desire, and he makes me want him. And love is a foundation we lean on. All you need is love to ease your mind. And does it have to be right to be called love? When he gives me more loving than a lifetime of looking could ever find. And love is a foundation we lean on. All you need is love to ease your mind. And does it have to be right to be called love? When he gives me more loving than a lifetime of looking could ever find. William C. Hall wrote that. It's a very easy song. I mean, it's only 2 minutes, but in the past, whenever I try to do it, I would get choked up. Because, like I said, my mama loved the ground that man walked on. Seriously. Daddy was a free bird. He just had to roam and do his thing. He drove a truck for a living. He was a mover. Yet he couldn't just be in one spot. And probably the only thing that he probably could have been settled in would have been music. But he just couldn't get that main focus and stick with it. Daddy probably could have been in a band. I never heard Daddy sing, but he could play a guitar. And Lord, life would have been different. But it is what it is. And nothing in life is perfect. Because Lord knows they had their disagreements. But you got to move on with life and do your thing. But they would have been married 55. I know one thing. If they'd have stayed together, him and I would have probably been like damn Kindles. Because he's the one, he put two things in my hands that I still have to this day. Not the same things that he put in my hand, but that I still carry to this day in my life. And when I was about, 4 or 5, he put me in my grandma's backyard with a .38 revolver and said, all right, it's time for you to learn how to shoot a gun. And I carry one on my hip every day at work. And then he put a guitar in my hands. And you see what's in my hand. So those two things have lasted my whole life. We were so much alike, but I use mine differently than he did. And if he'd have just had that focus, and determination to stick with it, he'd have seen things actually happen for him. But we can't change that. So let me get off here. I got to get ready to lay down. And I hope y'all had a good hump day Wednesday. I'm going to redo some songs that I did at the beginning of the channel, because I don't want to put you through the misery of having to look at me when I did it. Because my hair I used dark brown, and it come off as black looking. Plus me and some of the haircuts that I got, we weren't on the same page. But things are getting better, as you can see. And when I listen to myself talk on there, it's like I'm comfortable sitting in front of this. I can sit here all day and talk on a camera. Don't faze me one bit. It doesn't bother me to hear myself talk. Most people don't like to hear themselves talk. I wish I had less gravel when I speak now, but I can't change it. But I could tell, now I have more of a little bit of a flow to things. Back then, I was like, I looked at one day, I'm like, I gotta redo. I think it was a Waylon Jennings one I did. I think it was more that dark hair that got to me. But I'm gonna redo my Waylon Jennings songs, I'll probably end up redoing probably about 10 or 15 cover songs. Because they need to be heard, and plus my singing has changed some. I had to break myself back in to some things, and I'm still not where I know I could be. So you just have to keep up at it. My voice was a lot higher back in the day. And they say as you age, your voice gets deeper. But I didn't know I was going to sound like damn granny. But let me get off here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. And y'all be safe and be nice. Okay? Later.